Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now today we're doing something super different. I've been slacking on the photography stuff, man. So like what I felt like I needed to do sort of back end last year and even more recently was get out into the world, get some photos, get some dope content for the IG and all that type of stuff. But I also wanted to bring it back around to YouTube. So I wanted to show you guys like a little bit of behind the scenes, because like, let's be honest, man, like this shit's awkward. Going somewhere, whether it be public place or whatever, and taking photos of your shoes, setting up a tripod, whatever, it can be super awkward. But you know, it can be fun too. Like me, I'm a creative person. I enjoy taking photos, videos, doing all this type of stuff. So I've got 3 random trips. 2 are a lot smaller than the last one, but you're gonna see them here. It is an immaculate day. I've been slacking on the Facebook and Instagram clips and content, so all day all I'm gonna do is focus on creating content. I'll show you a little bit behind the scenes of how I do it. Super hot. Let's go. We are, I think, gonna head into the city first. Let's turn the AC off so you can hear me. We're gonna go in the city first, do a couple of things around the city, maybe around the beach. There's an abandoned spot I've been looking at for a while that we might check out, so we're just gonna play it by ear. Daylight savings, so we've got plenty of time. Let's go. Spare. How good's that? Yeah, crazy. Please join, saying want them in a minute, but we're gonna get some. Actually, just doing these ones. Trying to get the right angles. This little thing's been a lifesaver, because otherwise you gotta set timers, you gotta fucking put a shoe stationary before you do it. This thing. So, what have we done? Let's turn this AC down a bit. We did 2 different shoes, basically the same spot, just 2 different areas, giving that nice little urban sort of thing. Had one guy walking around taking photos himself. He had a camera, and like initially he's just like walking up, and I've left the car open and down a back alley, and I'm just sitting watching him as he goes to my car, but then noticed he had a camera too, so like it's all chill. But yeah, like the beautiful thing about Newcastle is you get those really nice vibes and everything like that, but like with 1/3 of the population of Sydney, right? Plus they're doing a lot of big changes within the infrastructure, so it's always changing. Like you can not come here for a week and it's different, you know what I mean? Like I took photos. This whole lane was blocked off a couple of weeks ago when I took some photos for some music shit, and it looked like, you know, a bomb had gone off. Now they're building something, I don't know. Let's go check some other stuff out. This here, there was actually a lot more footage. It's an old train station in Lake Macquarie that hasn't been used since the 90s, and I've always wanted to get some like shots down here. When I went down there was like a bunch of kids like drinking or whatever on the actual platform, so I went further down and got some shots with the MX-90 infrareds and the train tracks. Now I'm pretty sure I've already posted the photos. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing here, this is from stuff I've already posted the photos, but I will run like a little sort of process what I do when I edit my photos as well. So I fall into this trap a lot where I'll set out, yep, I'll head into town, I'll be doing this, like head into the main sort of part of Newcastle, I'm going to be doing this, got a few different pairs, and then there's just people looking at you and it's mega awkward, or you can't find some parks, so you can't go to different spots or whatever, and I just pull the pin mad early. I've done it a bunch of times. This one I managed to get, we got photos in the taxis and the 89 flights. I've had them up for ages, you've definitely seen them. I mean, if you're following me on IG, I hope you are, but one thing too, like even with this thing right here, this little remote, there's a video there of the 89 flights and I'm posing at like the foot sort of tread part of my Beamer, and you know, that wasn't even in focus. I didn't even realize until I got it home, right? So I'm watching it and I'm like, fuck. You know, all that time and it's not even in focus. This can happen when you're taking photos of your own stuff. You can take like 100 photos and you get like 2 dope shots. With a camera anyway, with a phone it's a little bit different, but for me I like shooting with a camera. So I'm dead stock in these, might as well get a few photos. In Newcastle ain't got shit. Come on, man. Pretty sure it's that entrance or this entrance. No, I feel like it was that entrance. That's where we used to sneak in and paint trains on the platform. I don't know what that is, but over here. So the whole point in going to this train station, it's now been turned into like a hub for tourists and everything, and they have markets, they have like restaurants, pop-ups, whatever. They still had the original benches and everything. Like when I was a kid growing up, we used to get off there, did school, whatever. Spent a lot of time at that train station, or you know, using that train station. So I thought it'd be cool. Like the initial reason I went there was more so for these benches that say Newcastle on them, and then like I'm taking a few different photos or whatever, and then I'm just like, this doesn't work. But then like the photos I did get from there with that tiling, and you got the benches in the background, so you know, if you know sort of feel, but it turned out amazing, those photos. May have made a complete rookie error, took my camera out and everything, gonna go take some photos. My battery's just about dead, so got a couple nice ones at the station. That's probably going to be about it. This old school architecture though, crazy. I actually wanted to do some shit with them too, but this was such a spur of the moment thing that I didn't take any charges. I didn't charge shit up, and yeah, we got left slipping. But a couple cool photos, walking around parts of Newcastle I ain't been to in a long time, so good fun, man. Big content creating day. Got my camera, got my gimbal. Was about to break out the drone. I bought one ages ago and I've literally just flown it in my house to see if I could use it, sort of thing. And just never got around to it, and now I can't find the battery for it. Or the charger for it, I don't know. So that could be a fail. Hopefully I can find one on eBay or something. I do have a very, very, very crazy random cord drawer. So I'm assuming it could be in there, but you never know. We are gonna go out to Glenrock. I've never been. It's a nice walk, bit of a bike, bit of exercise, but it's also really pretty to look at. So we'll get some photos. I've got my 2 yellow Air Max 1s on. I don't think I've got any flicks in them yet, so we'll do that. We finally made it. This feels like a tropical jungle for 2 seconds, doesn't it? After climbing down all these rocks. Pretty lucky we got places like this just local. I have no idea what we're gonna do on the way back up. Might have to get you to carry me. Pretty nice. Is it maybe that it's low tide?
Well, I can sit in it like a bar.
You should sit on the rock or something. You should, like, I don't know, sit on the rock or something. Cameras, everything. Tell you what, if they could do something about these little shells that keep stabbing me in the feet, that'd be cool. I still don't know how to control this thing. Oh, got so many. Oh shit. You got me.
I got you.
Wasn't paying attention.
You're the best one.
Just try not to step on shells. Hey, the best photo I ever got with you, you weren't paying attention. Oh yeah, you almost fell. Yeah, it's a sneaker show, obviously, but you gotta have a little bit of fun, right? You gotta get, for me, I feel like getting out into nature and doing that type of stuff, it just feels good, man. Like a bit of vitamin D, it's good for the soul. But this is a sneaker show, so let's show you the sneaker flicks that I got from this. I have posted a couple already, but let's have a look at these. And obviously, you know, I posted the video a couple weeks ago of the Air Max 1 sitting on the rock and then the water takes it out. That would have been a really good shot with water running through and everything. I was even thinking just a video like for a reel or whatever, but before I could really get it set up, and I'd sat there and watched it for ages going, yep, it's just kind of running past, it's a little bit elevated so it should be fine. Huge wave comes through and knocks it all over, ruins the whole thing, so it is what it is. But you know, a bit of fun, man, getting out into the world and all that type of stuff. I love exploring. That's one of the things I do outside of music, shoes, everything like that. I like getting out into nature, abandoned buildings, you know, random architecture, whatever, that type of stuff. I just like seeing the world. As a creative, that's, you know, seeing different things will inspire you. That's what I feel anyway. Whoops. I was like, that's a mad little shot. It kind of looks like a waterfall, and then this huge wave come through, like channeled through and just knocked it down. Oh well, it's only water. I'm definitely one of those people that shoots too many photos, tries different things. You know, if it's not in shot, if I don't like it when I get back, I'll scrap it. But you know, I'll always come out with something. I generally, you know, I've got my way that I edit things where I, you know, put the contrast up, everything like that, change the hue a little bit, and I've got my style, the palette that I like. I only really go nuts with like the effects essentially when the photo isn't that good and I need to get something out of it because I didn't get any photos. But with these it was pretty cool. The only one that I did a bunch to, it was more so because it looked like a postcard, so I felt like that was the vibe I wanted to go with it. So that's what we did. I looked up on Google Images, you know, wish you were here, that type of stuff to get an idea of a font, and then I found something that I had that was pretty similar, and we went from there. So we got some cool photos. You kind of see my process a little bit. Maybe one time I'll show you, you know, how I edit them and everything, but look, I can take 100 photos, get them all home, and then like 2 photos. I like 2 photos. Maybe, you know, the angle isn't right or it just doesn't look as good as I thought at the time. I'm still learning. Like, this is all self-taught. I literally bought myself a camera. You know, with music and stuff, it was easier to just have a camera so I could do stuff myself rather than borrowing one, paying photographers, that sort of thing. I end up enjoying it, and this is what you get. But that place there, man, Glen Rock, I've heard of it for years but never been. You basically are climbing down a mountain, then you got to climb back up. So I'm going to leave you here. There'll be 2 more episodes next week, just like every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I'll leave you with a little outro of us dying getting back up that hill. This has been another episode of Creased Heat. Something a little bit different, man, a little bit more vloggy than, you know, even normal sneaker vlogs. But I hope you enjoyed it. Peace. I am right there. No one's gonna touch your stuff. I like that. There. I wouldn't get too much closer. There's a big one coming. It didn't even come. Oh wait, maybe. Whoa! That big one just went behind you. I am not looking forward to this walk back up. quarter of the way yet. It's worth it, but come on! I'm fucked. There's me right here. Just leave me here. I just live here on this bench now.
He does not. He does not. I do.
We can share. Rent's getting dear. Yeah. That's what I require. We're about halfway. I'm rooted.